You may be asking yourself, how can I make a comfortable living buying apartment buildings without using my own money? Well, there are two components to this question. One, how do you find an apartment building that will throw off enough positive cash flow to provide you with a comfortable living? And two, once you find that property, how do you buy it using none of your own money? Well, point one begs the question, what exactly is a comfortable living? The definition of a comfortable living is going to differ for just about everyone. But to get just a general idea, let's just have a look at some income statistics that I found on Wikipedia. As you can see by these statistics, the income of people varies widely depending on A, whether they're male or female, and B, how much education they have. Our top line here seems to be an aggregate of male and female, so we'll just use that persons aged 25 and above earnings. So it looks like high school graduates earn $26,000 a year, some college 31. The more, as you can see, the more education people get, the higher their income gets. So let's just take a high school graduate. You may be a high school graduate or a bachelor's degree or higher. High school graduate, $26,506. Bachelor's degree or higher, $49,303. So I don't know what your situation is or where you fall within this category, but let's say it's somewhere between $26,000 and $49,000. So if your income is between $26,000 and $49,000 per year, that means it's on average it's probably about $35,000 per year. Whether that's the case, I don't know, but we're dealing with averages here. So let's deal with an average income of $35,000 per year. So if we're going to create a comfortable living buying an apartment building, the first objective, the first thing it must do is replace your current income. So let's define comfortable living by replacing your current income and then adding another 20% on top of that to provide the comfort factor. So to keep with round numbers and also something that's easily divisible by 12, let's say that comfortable living number is $48,000 a year, which is $4,000 per month. So how do you find an apartment building or apartment buildings that will produce $4,000 per month or more? Well, there's many ways to do that. As in all of real estate, there's many different ways to get to that objective. But within the realm of apartment buildings, let's just stick to the easiest way, which is to buy turnarounds. Now, a turnaround property, these are properties that are worth less currently than their actual real potential value. So the thing that really destroys value in apartment buildings, because they are income property, is bad management. Either individual owners or a property management company, they're just dropping the ball on the property management basics. And this results in vacancy factor. They're not renting units. The property has vacancies. And because there's less money coming in, there's less money to do maintenance and just keep the property in good condition. So there's deferred maintenance. The property just goes down in appeal to the tenants in the market, and as a result, we can only get substandard tenants. And so to attract those, we have to lower the rents to below market rents. So all of these three factors, what they're referred to as are value plays. That is, if you correct these things, the result will be an increase in value of the property. So you buy the property cheap, you turn the property around, you do the repairs, you make the units, get the vacant units back in excellent condition, make the outside of the property look great and appealing to tenants, and then you fill the vacancies, fill those vacant units back up at market rent. So you bought the property cheap. Because you bought the property cheap, the costs are low, and then you did the turnaround, you filled the property up and created a lot of additional income. The result of this is cash flow. So if you did even an average job of just finding a turnaround property and then in doing the turnaround, you just did an average job of hiring contractors and getting the property back up into excellent condition and full of good, high-quality tenants, what you're going to find is the result of all of that effort will be $100 per unit per month in positive cash flow. So let's go back to our definition of comfortable living that we came up with would be about $4,000 per month. If what we create in doing a turnaround is $100 per unit per month, and what we're trying to achieve is $4,000 per month to create a comfortable living, this results in a pretty straightforward calculation. $4,000 divided by $100, that means we have to buy a 40-unit apartment building to turn around. So that's a pretty, when you look at it that way, it's a pretty modest objective. But how do you actually locate these deals? Well, there's three main ways, three very straightforward ways that will provide you with all of the deals you could possibly ever hope to buy. And those are, one, commercial brokers. Commercial brokers in your local market will be a continual source of deals for you. Secondly, getting a list of apartment owners. You can get a list of apartment owners from your local title company that you work with, or you can call the assessor's office direct and get that list sent to you. Once you have the list, you do direct mail campaigns to get a steady flow of motivated sellers, motivated apartment owners calling you with their properties for deals. And the third, and probably most underrated method, because it takes a bit of time and your perception may be that it's not worth the effort, the time and the effort, but absolutely is driving neighborhoods. When you get some leads from commercial brokers and you go and check them out, while you're in the area, go and drive around in concentric circles around that property and look at all of the other buildings around that property and keep your eye out for properties with deferred maintenance where you think there may be management problems. It's a fantastic source of deals. So once you've found these deals and you have them under contract, how do you buy the property without using any of your own money? Well, this is pretty straightforward. First of all, banks, commercial lenders, they will provide 70 to 80% of each and every deal that you bring to them. But then how do you find the remaining 20 to 30% cash for the purchase price and then fund the rehab cost? Well, partners. Now I know you're probably rolling your eyes. You've heard partners ad nauseum quoted from every information source about doing deals you've found. But partners, for your first 1, 2, or 3 deals is probably the smartest thing you can possibly do. Teaming up with an experienced apartment investor who's been in the business 10, 20, 30 years, who's got impeccable credit, incredibly strong balance sheet, and plenty of cash, all of the things that a bank needs to see to just rubber stamp the deal and put it straight through. And the net result of that is you get all of that experience plus the credentials of your partner that when that deal goes through, now it's part of your resume as well. You have that track record as well. And thirdly, as a source of cash, private lenders. There are tens, hundreds of millions of dollars with private individuals willing to be private lenders for your deals to provide cash for your down payment and rehab to put the deals through. I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to learn more about how to buy profitable apartment buildings using none of your own money, go to apartmenthouseprofitmachine.com. That's apartmenthouseprofitmachine.com. And when you get there, you can claim your free copy of the Smart Guide to Apartment Investing. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon.